What's up, everyone? It's Demolition Derby for Life. I am here gonna do a update on the blue 1987 Ford Crown Vic. I think I finally finished all the frame repair and all the frame work that needed to be done before I put the body back on. I'm not completely sure if I got everything done. I'm pretty much just gonna set the body on there, and then I'm just gonna kind of call her quits for today. But I'm gonna kind of think of what else needs to be done to the frame before I put it back on for good. But I don't know for sure yet. But here's the frame, guys. I do have to notch the frame yet, but I'm not going to do that till I actually put the body bolts in. I'm pretty much going to notch it here, and I might notch it in here somewhere, but I haven't decided yet. Probably right where these factory holes are. I'll just add a couple notches right in there, and then should be good. I also put in the hump braces, as you can see there. It's just a 3x3 by 1/2 inch piece of angle iron going from 36 inches from there, basically from that hole, the middle of that hole, to right where it starts to just come right into the big box. And I did the same thing over there. I added some extra material just to get more welds onto the frame, so that way it would hold. And also the brace goes right on top of the rear end. Moving along, I kind of took the wire brush and I just kind of went over the top of the flaky part of the frame just to see if I could see any other holes or like any rust spots that should get fixed. Right here I put a plate over a factory spot where it would bend. I did that just to strengthen it up, just so that way it doesn't bend. I did the same thing over there. It's basically an oval hole underneath the spot right there. I do recommend putting a plate on it just so that way it doesn't decide to bend there. I'd rather have it bend like somewhere in here, because that's gonna take a lot more to bend it. It would it'd probably bend right in here, like right at the end of the box. But I don't know how it's gonna do. I did all the welding that I could to the frame. I did seam welding on top, and then I welded up the crush box as well. That strengthens it, and it also keeps it from blowing apart, because the factory welds do tend to break. Got my repair plates, as you've seen in a previous video. I am going to be taking the tranny cross member out, and I'm gonna put a different one in, or we're gonna modify this one to fit a 305 motor transmission and whatnot. Nothing really spectacular with the suspension wise. I just took a ray rod and some plates and just welded them solid. So the front suspension is solid now. Did the same thing here. I also welded for my steering column thing. I can't remember what it's called. Like the adjusters. I welded this piece here together. It was like a C, but I welded it together so that way it doesn't blow apart or break. and that strengthens it as well. I did it to the Ghostbusters car too, so figured might as well, since I had the body off, do it to this right away. Did the same thing to that one. Just added some. Also, I just added re-rod, welded it solid. Same thing there. Just had it on high heat and just melted everything together. We'll see how this actually works. I was thinking about adding just a piece of like pipe or something in there from the bottom to the top of here. Add just a little extra bracing, but I think we'll be fine with just those in there. Same thing here. Welded the top of the seams down the side, melted everything together. Went over all the factory welds. Did a lot of welding. But yeah, the body I will show you guys. I'm debating of not even throwing that body on here because it's a little worse for wear, but we'll see. Other plate. And I also, for my back humps, I actually blew holes in there so that way I could get penetration onto the frame from like that part right there. So it's not just the outside holding it, it's actually got stuff that on the middle of it holding. But I don't think, I think this will bend before my welds would actually break. I got a lot of welding right there to fill that gap, just to make sure everything holds. And the angle iron actually came out, and I couldn't get a plate in here if I wanted to, so I just took the torch and I just cut out the hole a little bit bigger, and it seems to work now. What's crappy welds? Bunch of crappy welds, but they should hold. Here's the inner body. Bunch of leaves, crap, old headers, hoses, a bunch of stuff. Steering. But as you can see, this body is very rusty. All the rockers are pretty much gone. Down there I think it's even worse. Those rockers are rotten. Floor's starting to rust out pretty good. As you can see there, that's part of the floor. Yeah, this body is very rusty. I was actually gonna start blowing out the holes for my body mounts, like here. Just gonna blow it out bigger and call it good. So that way I can put bigger bolts in. I mean, back here I don't even know where I'm gonna frickin' put body mounts in. Everything's starting to rust out. I'll think of something. I'll get it in there eventually. But there you go, guys. There's a little update on the blue Crown Vic. It's a little worse for wear, but I think it would be a good car. I might actually have to put a different body on, a cleaner one, just because that frame is pretty clean for the most part. But we'll see. But again, guys, thank you guys for watching all my videos. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. There's all sorts of new content going to be coming up this year. Again, I'm going to be going to Florida in a couple weeks, so I won't be posting much. But otherwise, yeah. But again, guys, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. I love you guys, and catch you guys later.